There are moments in human history where something shifts. Not on the surface, not in politics, not in the headlines, but in the architecture of consciousness itself. Moments when the world doesn't just change, it turns. Every ancient civilization knew this. The Hindus call these vast shifts Yugas, great cycles where humanity rises into light, falls into forgetfulness, and rises again. The Maya calculated cosmic epochs using the long count calendar, mapping the rise and fall of human consciousness over thousands of years, long before telescopes, long before clocks or modern science. The Egyptians built their entire civilization around the journey of Sothis, Cyrus, and the cycles of the heavens, believing that time spiraled, not marched. For them, an age was a heka, a living cycle with its own spiritual temperature. The Jews spoke of world ages, Olam Haba and Olam Hazah, this age and the age to come. They weren't describing time, they were describing consciousness. Indigenous cultures from Africa to the Americas understood that humanity moves through spiritual seasons, like the earth moves through winter and summer, each one with its own lessons and revelations. In every tradition, the message was the same. Truth hides, truth returns, and humanity awakens when the appointed cycle arrives. We are living in one of those moments right now. A global turning, a cosmic transition, a spiritual realignment. And the scriptures you are about to hear were never meant for the old age. They were reserved for this one. The book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 25 states, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, for thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. According to Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 7, we spoke the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the ages unto our glory. Whilst the book of Joel chapter 2 verse 28 states, and it shall come to pass afterward, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Jesus wasn't insulting scholars in the book of Matthew. He was pointing to a universal law. When an age declines, its institutions lose the frequency of revelation. The wise and prudent in the scripture represented rigid systems, religious elites, those loyal to tradition over spirit, minds too crowded to receive new light. Revelation doesn't flow through titles, it flows through alignment. So God hid certain truths from the old God, not out of judgment, but out of timing. Some revelations were not for the age of institutions, they were for the age of awakening. And now that the age has turned, the babes, the seekers, the rebels, the ones outside the walls are receiving what was sealed. Paul said in Corinthians, hidden wisdom, ordained before the ages, before the Yugas roll, before the Mayas counted, before Egypt watched the stars, before the prophets spoke, before religion built its walls. There was a blueprint of truth woven into the universe and encoded within the human soul. this truth was not lost. It was protected, guarded through the descent of consciousness until humanity was mature enough to carry it again. Hidden, not because we were unworthy, but because consciousness was still expanding, still growing. We had to fall asleep so that awakening could mean something. Joel prophesied a moment where God's Spirit would no longer be the inheritance of a few, but the awakening of the many. I will pour out my Spirit upon all flesh, not just to the clergy, not only to the scholars, not the prophets alone, but all flesh. In the old age, truth descended like a ladder from the heavens to a prophet, to a priest, to the people. But in this age, truth erupts from within, from the inner kingdom to the consciousness into the world. This is why you're dreaming more. This is why your intuition is louder. This is why your hunger is deeper. This is why you can sense things shifting even if you can't explain it. You are not imagining it. You are experiencing the outpouring. Every culture spoke of cycles, but scripture encoded them in symbols. Let me show you. In ancient times, the bull represented the age of earth strength and material power. This was the age Egypt mastered, the age of Apis, Hathor, and the great earthly kingdoms. When Moses came down from the mountains and saw Israel worshiping a golden calf, a bull, he was angry and destroyed it. It wasn't just because of idolatry, it was the end or the death of the age of Taurus. His cycle was closing. Moses shattered the bull to usher in the ram. The ram was the age of sacrifice, the Passover lamb, the blood on the doorposts. This was Aries energy, which represented fire, courage, initiation. This age shaped the prophets, the laws, the nation-building era. And then came Christ, and with him came the fish. Everything about him was related to the age. His disciples were fishermen. He fed the people loaves and what? Fishes. That's why the earliest Christian used the ithis, the fish symbol, long before the cross. Pisces energy is compassion, faith, mysticism, belief. The age of the church age, the age of duality, where the world was taught God as two fish swimming in opposite directions, heaven and earth, the sacred and the secular, flesh and spirit. Then, in the book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 10, Jesus gave one of the most misunderstood instructions in scripture. When the disciples asked him where they should prepare the Passover meal, he replied, "Behold, when ye are entered into the city, there shall a man meet you, bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entereth in." To most readers, this sounds like simple logic, but culturally, symbolically, and cosmically, it is one of the deepest esoteric clues Jesus ever dropped. In ancient Judea, men did not carry water. That was a task for women. So this is not a literal scene. It is a symbol, a celestial code, a prophetic map. The man with the pitcher of water is the timeless emblem of Aquarius, the water bearer, the age that comes after Pisces. But Jesus didn't just stop there. He said, "Follow him into the house." In zodiacal language, the heavens are divided into 12 houses, each one a chamber of energy, a stage of consciousness, a cosmic classroom for the soul. So when Jesus said, "Follow him into the house," he was signaling something very profound. Follow the water bearer into his house, the house of Aquarius, the next age, the next cycle, the next vibration of human consciousness. He was telling us exactly how to recognize the end of one age and the beginning of another. The end of Pisces, the age of belief, of duality and institutional religion, and the rise of Aquarius, the age of awakening, of revelation and inner knowing. A shift not in history, but in cosmic housing. Jesus hit the roadmap in plain sight, and this is the first age in history where humanity can finally decode it. This is the age of knowledge over belief, awakening over tradition, direct revelation over hierarchy, inner truth over external authority, consciousness over conditioning. This is the age you were born for, and every ancient tradition, be it Egyptian, Hindu, Mayan, Hebrew, all foresaw a transition where humanity would awaken again. We have entered it, and it is not only religion feeling the shift. Science is stumbling into metaphysics. Physicists are describing the zero-point field, the same field mystics call the Akasha. Neuroscientists are mapping consciousness, the same consciousness scripture called the breath of God. Cosmologists speak of a living universe, the same universe the ancients called the body of God. The truth is conversion. We are living at the crossroads of disciplines, scriptures, science, esotericism, cosmology, mysticism, all pointing to a single revelation. Humanity is waking up. The cycle has changed, and the veil is thinner than it has ever been. You can feel it, your dreams, you know it, your spirit recognizes it, and that's why you're here. So what does this mean for you? It means you're not crazy. It means you're not rebellious. You're not too deep. You're responding to an ancient appointment. You incarnated into this age because your soul understood the timing. You came to remember, to reawaken what you already knew before the veil dropped. You came to break the spell of ignorance. You came to translate the new frequency. You came to help humanity transition from belief to knowing, from external religion to internal revelation, from separation to unity, from darkness to consciousness. This is the age where the babes prophesy, where the seekers become teachers, where the forgotten rise, where the oppressed awaken, where the last become first. This is the age where hidden truths return to the world stage, and you are one of the voices called to reveal them. Here are 5 practical directives to align yourself with a new cycle of consciousness. 1. Practice inner stillness daily. Stillness is where the noise of the old age dissolves. When you quiet the mind, you can finally hear the frequency of the new cycle. Stillness is not inactivity, it is alignment. It is the classroom where revelation speaks without words. 2. Study across disciplines. Truth was never meant to be trapped in one field. Scripture, mysticism, science, cosmology, biology, psychology, philosophy, history, ancient wisdom, all are fragments of the same divine pattern. In this age, the awakened soul becomes a bridge, weaving the pieces back into one coherent understanding. 3. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is no longer a whisper. In this age, it becomes a compass. It is the language of your higher self. The inner teacher awakening as the veil thins. What once felt like a feeling is now one of the primary ways revelation communicates. 4. Release all interpretations. Some teachings belong to the age of Pisces, an age of belief, hierarchy, and external authority. You are now living in Aquarius, where revelation is internal, direct, and experiential. Let go of interpretations shaped by fear and limitation. They were for a world that no longer exists. 5. Stay aligned with truth, not tradition. Tradition can preserve the shell, but lose the essence. Truth moves. Truth breeds. Truth evolves with the cycles. In this new age, spiritual power comes from aligning with what is real, not what is merely repeated. Tradition closes. Truth opens. Follow what opens you. This is the age the prophets saw from afar. This is the age the mystics guarded with silence. This is the age the scriptures hinted at in code. This is the age your soul has been waiting for. Welcome to the new cycle of consciousness. Welcome to the revealing. This is a sacred curriculum. Lesson complete.